Hi everyone. So this video, I'm going to make it clear one thing for the club level players that why it is important to study the previous games that already have been played. It's not that you will get the same positions or same puzzles in your game, but the thing is you get an idea here that that idea will help you to get a position and create something out of it. So yeah, let's get straight to it. This game by Bobby Fischer created a type of combination which occurs from time to time, and it has been very popular since then. And this game was played between Bobby Fischer. I hope everybody know who is Bobby Fischer, and the opponent of Bobby Fischer was Paul Benko. Benko was there is an opening also named after Benko. That's Benko Gambit, and so yeah, here, this this combination that I'm going to show, it's perhaps it would it be uh, what many other combination would not have been produced without it. So in this position, Benko was expecting pawn to e5. That makes sense because you opens up the bishop's diagonal and you go for the checkmate threat. So he was planning to let's say if pawn e5 comes, he gonna play pawn to f5. So just simply blocks the bishop's diagonal. I'll just show you like this. This will come, and now you cannot do empress on because your queen is hanging. So that's the thing. This is what Benko has planned. But now, since the player is Bobby Fischer, he was ahead of his time, and he found a move that really amazed Benko, and he played rook f6. Now what you do? Benko could have simply resigned here, but he tried a few more moves. The thing is, what you do, like if you giving up a free rook, if you take the rook with the bishop, then a5 will simply works because now the checkmate is unstoppable. There is no f5 coming here, so this checkmate is simply gonna be you know um, black can resign. So you cannot really take the rook. What else you will do? Let's say, okay, after this, if you try to block with the knight, then still bishop takes knight again. The threat's alive. So here Benko tried some other moves. King g8. He tried to play king g8, and now what? Okay, right now we cannot do that checkmate immediately. Our rook is hanging, but instead of saving the rook, he played pawn e5. Now still now threatening a checkmate. You cannot take the rook because checkmate is coming. You cannot block with the knight because bishop takes knight again, same threat. So he played pawn h6, just stops the queen from going onto there. Now knight e2. Bobby Fischer simply saves his knight. He said, okay, you cannot really black cannot really save this knight because if you try save the knight, let's say somewhere here, then queen f5. This is unstoppable. So here he tried some queen e7 move. Now again, this is not possible, and Fischer played rook af1. Now the threat is of course bishop cross f6 is even here. Rook cross h6 would also work because takes is completing. So, but rook af1 was the best move recommended by the engine, and like nowadays also like Bobby Fischer played this move in that time, and this is a really amazing. So here he played bishop cross f6 and now rook cross f6, and now this is coming. How do you stop it? There is no way to stop this. If you do this, still this is coming and checkmate. Or if even if you do this, then we can simply pick up the queen and it's completely winning. So here Benko simply resigned. Now just consider this idea, how we are blocking the pawn f5 move by sacrificing our rook here. Just keep this idea in mind because the next position that I'm going to show, it's completely similar, and now it is as with the white pieces. Now this finish by the Cuban player, Otero is even more elegant. Like the previous game was that game was studied by the Cuban master Otero, and of course, here White, who had just played queen to e1, was also expecting Black to play queen cross h4, forming this kind of checkmate idea. But then, what? And here too, White tried it to resist. He said he was thinking that okay, if queen cross h4 comes, I'm gonna play pawn to f4. This is what he planned. But here again, since Otero has studied the game of Bobby Fischer and Benko, he found the absolutely the correct idea, and the idea is bishop f3. Look at that. How amazing is it? Now the thing is, what you do here. queen cross h4 is coming and this checkmate will come, you cannot block it with pawn f4. Let's say if you try and taking on this thing like this, but then queen cross h4 will come. How will you save this? Now if you play pawn f4, still we have bishop cross f4, and this pawn cannot become here. So what do you do? Let's say, or even not here, actually it's not with the bishop, but we take with the queen. Checkmate is coming. So if pawn h3, then we have checkmate here. So what do you do here? After queen cross h4, if white tries to do this, then again queen to f4, again the same threat of checkmate. So yeah, here white played bishop c1, like instead of capturing. Okay, if you take with the bishop, same thing will happen. Let's say queen cross h4, unstoppable mate. So here bishop c1 was played, and then we have queen cross h4. Now h3, it stops the threat, but then the move that was played here is very really amazing. Like bishop c1 was played to stop the queen from coming onto f4. So he played knight f4, threatening to take on this, and then this mate. So here he played bishop cross f3, and now queen cross h3. What do you do? If you try to attack, then you're going to take it. And now the next move that it's a mate in two actually. In any case, whatever you do, uh, let's say you try something, playing pawn to this, then it's a yeah. It's of course it's a white to play, and you just need to checkmate. So how do you do? The only way, just take the knight, take the pawn, and now attacks the queen. If you try to save the queen, we have a checkmate. So there is no way to stop this checkmate coming. So yeah, of course, it is almost certain that Otero was familiar with the Fischer's game, and it is even possible that it did not take him time to came across this position. So and to find this move very quickly. So yeah, so this is the thing. So you see these two games are played between different years, and Fischer's game was played first, and this game was played after like 3 or 4 years. And in this position, like I said, it's completely similar idea like what Fischer did in by playing rook f6. Here it's completely similar idea that he played bishop f3, just stopping the pawn, blocking the pawn. That's the idea. So yeah, so I hope you like this one. This is the way, this is the reason why we study a game before playing a tournament games.